One of the complaints that I have seen about the past couple seasons has been that that people do not like that they do the solo couch interviews now, as opposed to the group couch interviews. I like it that they do have it, and this is part of the reason why. This is when Cody was talking about how Ari said, "I don't like Christine," blah blah blah. Not even 5 seconds. I think the editor is on our side, because 5 seconds earlier, Robin's saying how these kids don't even know their family. They don't remember anything. They can't even remember their siblings. And then Cody's basically out and says, "Oh boy, Ari definitely remembers, because she says that she doesn't like Christine because, well, she left dad and I don't like her." And so it kind of breaks up this narrative. Do they not know the rest of their family, or do they hold bitter grudges? And let's just clarify. She is maybe 6, 7 in this. This is not something that Ari is coming from a dark pit in her. She's repeating something she's heard. She is reacting to the narrative that she's being presented with. No harm, no foul, whatever to this child. Okay, I want to make that really super clear. This is just an indication of what she is experiencing in her household, either from Cody and Robin or possibly from her older siblings or someone like that. But this is not something, she didn't sit down and watch 18 seasons of Sister Wives and then form her opinion. Okay, so let me make that really clear. But this happened the whole episode. Cody later on is talking about how Ari needs her. She was clinging to his leg. She was bawling because he had to go to someone else's house. And he's like, Robin says you have to stop and you have to acknowledge her feelings and all of that. I'm not saying whether that's wrong or right or wrong. I am just saying that we then cut to an interview with Robin where she's like, I would never allow that. I would never allow him not to go somewhere because of my kids. That would not happen. And I'm like, kind of different story than what Cody was telling. And then we have Janelle coming in saying that Cody would call and say, I'm just really tired. I don't feel like coming over. And she'd be like, well, you can rest here as well. And then Janelle using the phrase bad parenting. That sounds like bad parenting to me. My kids always knew that daddy had to leave. And if her kids aren't aware, that's bad parenting. And I was like, oh, Janelle. Janelle, MVP of the episode by far. No offense, Christine, but Janelle was coming out with some big swings left and right that really, whether she was talking about how my kids didn't like being at Robin's house because she was always chiding them when they got in the refrigerator. We know that. We've been saying that for years because people saw who was it? Someone will know. Isabel or Gwen or someone went over and was eating cereal and Robin took it away and she's like, you could have a snack, not a meal. And it's like, cereal is a snack. And there was a sign that said, don't get into the refrigerator without Robin or Mindy's permission, I think is what it said. But we've known for years this is happening. So for when Janelle says it, this is not new information. This is confirming what we have always long suspected because of context clues. The kids were not welcome at Robin's house. They weren't able to eat there. It's something that when they first got married, she allowed, because she's like, the teenagers would come over and clean out my fridge. Well, clearly she put her foot down on that very soon. And then that's the experience. And notice how these comments are led by the kids. The kids weren't comfortable with there. The kids felt uncomfortable because Cody was so different. And Cody, on one hand, will be like, how dare they say that? We were always the same. And then we'll turn around and say, Robin is so much better, superior, amazing, loyal. She deserves the world because she's so much better. And it's like, okay, then things weren't the same, buddy. So, anyway, yeah. So, but point being, this is why I enjoy them doing separate interviews, is because Cody can't keep on message. Robin's got a clear idea. She is team present herself. And Cody's like, I got some vindictive, backhanded things I want to make sure the world knows that my young daughter doesn't like Christine, and he can't stay on message. Now, it is fun as well when they combine Cody and Robin into interviews, and then you get to see in real time her correcting him for going off message. I love that as well.